They never learn fair. Who you are is who you run with. And my gun spits at whoever buck with my guns.
Niggas better move quick if you're not with the movement. Get in tune with the music. And the truth is that many try to reproduce it. Never that, the Advocate's blueprint. Move quick if you're not with the movement.
Let's do it.
Yo. Welcome to the motherfucking Advocate Show.
Yeah.
John Figs in the motherfucking house.
It's De La Music over here.
And it's a Rob.
He's bringing 2021 on some singing
we
shit.
switching it up this year. You
Yo,
heard? It's a new year.
2021, yo. What a year. What a start, right? We thought, 2020 is over.
Hey, Diablo.
But, 2021. WON 2021, nigga. That shit is still winning.
21 wild.
Fucking nigga, the sixth day, and motherfuckers is breaking into Capitol Hill.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
Yo,
Nigga, the craziness of last year is already rolling into this year.
It's rolling over. Yo, they use the minutes, the rollover minutes. That's crazy.
Shit.
That scene where the motherfuckers was going up the brick wall, that shit look like the Scarface scene at the end and shit, right? Right? That shit like the Scarface at the end.
I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that.
They breaking into his crib. But that shit was wild. I thought it was a movie. Yo, when I first saw it in one of the chats, I don't know who posted it. I think it was Sam. He posted one of the pictures. I'm like, nah, this shit ain't real. But welcome to 2021, right? That shit
was crazy, man.
A couple casualties, you know what I mean? The 50 people got injured and 4 deaths. But, I don't know what's going to happen. We ready for 2022, man.
We're ready for 2022 already.
Because there's mad shit happening. Hip-hop shit.
Yo.
I don't know how I feel about this, though.
So talking about that,
I don't know how I feel about that.
So the first thing we need to talk about is Eminem and Snoop.
I don't know how I feel about that.
What's up with that? What's up with Snoop?
I don't even know.
What's up with your mans,
shit.
yo? You dressed like you snooping, you cripping right now. What's going on?
I
Blue
brought
with the
my
gray.
Eminem hoodie, you know.
Oh shit! So we see where you at.
8 Mile, I'm about to go, you know.
Mom spaghetti.
Yo, you got a stain on your
run
shit.
that track, yo. Do I? Shit.
Nah. This shit's crispy.
Nah, it's fucked up, man. Like these dudes, they legends. They shouldn't be, going at it like this in the public. It should, it looks stupid.
Well, Snoop brought it out in the public.
He started everything.
It was the interview in the Breakfast Club. He goes, they asked him, he was talking about how M wasn't in his top 10, not even top 10. He was like, nah. He's like, yo, they put him in top 10, but in my top 10, nah, not in my top 10. I don't think so. So, and you know what I mean? He felt like, yo, we in the same camp. Y'all supposed to be, you're supposed to be my mans and shit.
Yo,
how you going?
Supporting each other.
And I had to write it down because what he said was kind of crazy. He said, this is what he said. As far as the hip hop shit, I can't live without. I could live without that.
He said, I could live without that. Yeah, that was
what
crazy.
He's saying. He's meaning more
That's
like
what
the music. Because if you listen to Eminem's songs lately, his albums lately, you might catch 1 or 2 songs that'll, that you'll listen to repeatedly.
Yeah.
But majority of it, you'll just.
It's not the same.
You won't finish.
But I don't think Snoop meant that like he meant that like as far as feeling the music, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people don't feel Eminem's music to hit them like a Tupac or like a Biggie or because what he's talking about, a lot of people can't relate to motherfuckers killing their moms.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
No, that's true on that point. Yeah.
You know what I mean, like killing his mom, killing baby moms, just shit like that. You know what I mean, like there's certain topics that he speaks on that's people don't really gravitate to. That's what I think Snoop said. Like, yo, I could live without that. Like, he's not pumping, you know what I'm saying, Eminem while he's driving, smoking and shit. That's not what he's the type of time that he's on. You know what I mean?
Well, you see that line right there that he said? That's the line that Eminem said that he felt it was disrespectful.
Yeah,
he said that he's like, yo, what the fuck was that about? And that's one of the reasons why on that song from Music to Be Murdered By, Side B, Zeus, that's a song called He Went at Snoop.
He addressed it, yeah.
He addressed it. And I heard it. It wasn't like some killer shit. He was just checking him. He was letting him know, I know you're talking about me. Chill out.
He was like, oh, I thought you was God to me. Oh, I had it wrong. You know what I mean?
It was
had
backwards.
it backwards.
Yeah.
Dogs.
That's kind of cool, the wordplay.
Yeah.
See, Eminem is ill with that, man.
Yeah,
that's
his
one thing you gotta
crazy.
give him always props on is his wordplay is sick. It's legendary.
I mean, you can't deny.
Take that from him.
Yeah, you can't deny when he came out with the Slim Shady LP. Everybody was shocked. Like,
Shit
yo,
was murder.
it was different because there's certain stamps in hip hop that certain artists come in and they change the fucking game. Rakim did it. When he changed, he changed. He made everybody be lyrical, try to be lyrical. You know what I'm saying? When Nas dropped Illmatic, everybody would stop. They're like, yo, this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Pun, when he came, like, yo, the Spanish dude, fat dude, spitting like that. You know what I'm saying? And he's Latino.
Facts.
A lot of dudes in the game have like a good. If you got a 5-year run where you were big, and like everything you dropping, everybody was checking for, and the shit was hot. You know, that puts you in a certain category. And M was definitely in that category from when he came out. And you could say even up until maybe that Encore album. After that, he didn't put out an album for a couple years. But he was still doing tracks with, like, you know, because that's when G-Unit started popping.
Oh, yeah.
And he was doing a lot of shit with them.
That was Do-Rag. That was Do-Rag Eminem.
Do-Rag?
Yeah, he was rocking the Do-Rag at that time.
Yeah, he was producing a lot of this stuff, too. His beats are good. I like his beats.
He was trying to catch waves.
I mean,
yo.
he had a good...
couldn't get waves. My man couldn't get the waves.
You know, at the end of the day, his shit is selling because of who he is. Like, he put out that shit. I'm sure that shit fucking came out #1.
Yeah, no promotion.
With no promotion, that shit, you know, people didn't even know about it till the day of or the day before that he was coming out with a fucking album.
And
That shit still people gonna look out for his shit regardless. They respect his fucking his capability and want to see what he come out with.
His fan base, they stands, really. They stands.
Oh yeah, they are.
You know, certain artists like Nicki Minaj, the Barbs, Beyonce, her fans are crazy. I don't know what the Beehive.
Right? They come at you.
Yo, M got the stands. It's crazy. It's crazy. They go wild, man. But he has the majority of his fans is white kids. They're the ones that buy his shit and.
I don't think people overhype the shit too. They shouldn't be. These dudes. Snoop and them. Come on.
But he made it into a race thing though. That's why I said the whole white thing with the fans. Snoop kind of made it into kind of like a race thing.
His statement was the Great White Hope.
Yeah, the Great White Hope.
That right there changed it to a race thing.
Yeah. Because regardless if he's white or not, the dude got skills. Like, nobody could take that away, man. His lyricism, his pen game is crazy. But
and Snoop too. Snoop is ill.
Snoop is ill.
Snoop is an ill MC.
But Snoop, he's past the MC hip hop. He's an icon, global icon.
No, yeah, he's known everywhere.
You know what I mean? Like
that face,
If hip hop, if you look in the dictionary, if hip hop and the like worldly news, like it'll be a picture of Snoop. Like everybody knows who the hell Snoop is.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing Nori said on his podcast, Drink Champs. He said, "Who's the most famous person in hip hop?" And he's like, "It has to be Snoop because everybody knows Snoop." And I agree. Who else? If you think about it, who else would it be?
He's touched everything from TV.
But going on Snoop, after you heard Eminem's joint on the Zeus song, after you heard what Eminem had for him, he went on Instagram.
Yeah,
he went on Instagram. He went on Eminem's fan page, and you know what he said? He was like, "Yo, they better not hope I respond to that soft ass shit."
That shit was soft. He was like, "That's soft."
Yo, that's B. He just brought it up there.
Yeah. It was kind
of. I don't
weak.
think Eminem is gonna. Right?
It was kind of weak though. That shit was kind of weak.
It was weak. It was weak.
It was clever, but Snoop is more into that gang shit. You know what I mean? He's gangster. If he's gonna diss you, he diss. You know what I mean? Eazy-E. Yeah, you know what I mean? Back in the 90s. That shit was hard, like, you know what I'm saying? He was talking mad shit about Eazy.
He was going at it with, Death Row.
When
he left Death Row.
When he left Death Row, he was going at it.
He got,
he was.
But like I said,
But nobody can fuck with M though. I don't know. M destroyed a lot of people, man.
Even at this day and age, Eminem still, he'll bust out them freestyles.
He used to joke around and murder people.
Yeah, that's his.
As he battled cannabis.
That's his.
It was a joke.
And he made it a joke.
That's
cannabis.
his thing right there. Nobody
cannabis.
can't. He's one of them dudes. Come to battle. That's his shit right there. Like I would love to see him go up, against dope dudes that aren't that big. Then you could really see you'll see Eminem like fucking eat motherfuckers alive.
You think like, all right, so when you said that, the first thing I thought it was like Cormega or some shit like that, like niggas like old school niggas.
Nah, he's not really a battle rapper.
Nah, yeah, Cormega
not really a battle rapper.
Nah, you talking about battle, like go up against somebody.
Like some battle. If you're saying, because I remember Eminem was like, "Yo, I wish somebody with the caliber of Jay-Z and Nas will come at me. I remember he said that.
What you think about a nigga like Fab? Fab is
Fab
the
is
word. I think Fab is another nigga that slept on, and could probably go at it with somebody, lyrically, like on a battle. Never seen it. I don't think we've ever seen
thought of
Fab
that.
go at it with somebody.
You know who surprised the hell out of me? Nicky Jam. He's in a battle. He battled Math Hoffa, one of the battle rappers. Math Hoffa's one of the biggest battle rappers. And he battled him. Like, they did like a cappella. You know how they battle now.
Mm-hmm.
And Nicky Jam in English. Nicky Jam did this. I think he got him.
For real?
You gotta watch.
You gotta
Yo,
check
I'm
that
gonna send y'all the link.
You surprised me with that. I didn't even know
Yo,
Nicky Jam was
yeah.
battling.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that battle shit, I mean, Snoop, that
Yo-
shit's it's gonna be crazy if they do battle though. If they take it to that level. You know what I'm saying? Like a battle, diss records and shit. That's gonna be crazy.
Yo, Ruse, I'm going to say how they say in Santo Domingo. Se fue la luz.
Se fue la
Se
luz.
fue la luz.
Fue la luz.
Yeah, the one right there.
Se fue la luz.
But you know, let's see what happens. I don't know if Eminem is gonna come back because Snoop has lyrics. He is lyrical, but not in the caliber of Eminem.
Nah.
He's
So
not. I don't even think Snoop is on some lyrical. I don't think he's lyrical.
Back in the day, he was very lyrical.
That
He
first album
nasty.
that Doggy Style album was classic. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. He's more commercial. I think he's more like you said. You know what I mean? He's worldwide. No, he's world renowned. I think he's more commercial now
Yeah, I mean,
to
when
battle.
Dre really pushed a lot of that shit, you know. In the
Dre.
beginning.
Yeah,
man.
Dre's been having a hell of a fucking 2021. Damn,
Fucking Dre,
bro.
man.
In 1 week,
Talk
bro.
about it, bro. Talk about it.
In
about
one week, bro. Freaking what is it? Brain aneurysm or
The doctor needs a doctor. You heard?
the
Yeah.
doctor needs a
That nigga
doctor.
need a real doctor. Quick.
Damn, no pun or pun intended.
You need
Damn.
to die.
So yo,
motherfucker.
homeboy had a brain aneurysm. I don't know what the fuck that was. I looked it up. It's when you have like it's
Blood
like
clot.
like a blood clot in your shit. It gets bigger and you got to get rid of it. That's crazy, man. I wish him the best. According to his Instagram, he's doing better.
He's doing better.
He's out the hospital.
But because of Instagram, people like, yo, dudes like, yo, let's get this heist going. And they try to rob. They try to break into his crib
That's wild.
while he's in the hospital.
The Sharks is waiting for a come up.
Kick a man.
The wolves,
Kick a man
yo.
while he's already down, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
But for none, that sounds like a great opportunity, right?
Yo,
No bullshit.
word. That's
No bullshit.
and that's the pros and cons of
Instagram,
social media,
And
right?
what kind of crib, you know, I mean, I'm sure he got a huge ass crib. Nobody else is in that crib.
Whole block, right? That shit must be as big as a whole block.
Come on.
It was 4 motherfuckers that were trying to come in.
Wow.
Cause he's like in a little community, so it was 4 dudes. They didn't even get in. Cops caught them before they even got in, bro.
Of course, a gated community.
That should be happening.
How
a
do
lot
you
out
think you're
there,
gonna
man.
get in that motherfucker?
4 dudes out of nowhere, right? Like everybody's looking at like, who's that? Kyle,
I mean,
who's that?
unless you've been plotting for months and scoping the place out, but yo, they get to be like, yo, he's in the hospital. Let's go right now. Like, let's create a plan in 10 minutes. Nah,
Motherfuckers,
you
they
know,
got balls.
right?
They got nothing to lose.
Some
Nothing to
bonehead
lose.
shit.
Damn.
That's some bonehead shit.
Yo, that's wild.
And then to add injury to insult, not insult to injury, because you know he's in the hospital, he's fucked up. His house about to get burglarized, and then his wife, he's like, "Yo, $2 million." They settle for $2 million a month. He has to pay her $2 million a month.
Yo, what's the saying? What's the saying, fellas?
Bitches ain't
Cheaper to keep her.
oh, cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her.
I'm about to quote them niggas. Bitches ain't shit but holding tricks.
Nah, not that one. That one too. But
Damn,
Damn, man.
cheaper to keep her, bro. Damn.
That nigga, that shorty went from 200 something K to 2 mil. Like,
that's a good come up.
How do y'all feel about that? Because didn't he sign a prenup? I think he signed a prenup.
nigga,
Or he
that's fucked up, bro.
Or he did, or I don't know, they may not. I don't know if they didn't or may not, but damn, that shit's a tricky thing, bro. That prenup shit.
How do you do it, right? Like,
Yeah,
yo,
without offending the.
will you marry me? By the way, sign this prenup.
Yeah.
That
Will
shit
you
must
marry
be
me?
tough.
By the way, sign this shit that you ain't gonna get shit. You know what I mean? If my money, if I become rich. I was in the gym. You wasn't when we balling in the gym.
For real. And you know what? Honestly, sometimes I feel like the shorty should have some money. You know, you want to make sure she's still good, right? Because you don't hate her.
No,
Especially
of
she's going to
course.
take care of your kids. you know, she's somebody that was in your life for a long time. You don't want to see her do bad. But then I don't think she needs $2 million though. Like, damn.
A month?
Yeah. But well, hold up. Now let's think about Nas, right? Yo, he was complaining about 40K a month because of Khalees.
40K.
And look what we talking about. I mean, it's a different ball game.
It's a
because
different ball game.
Dre,
Nigga, what
right?
about the nigga from Amazon? He got divorced from his wife.
Woo.
What is his
He's
name?
a-
Bezos?
Bezos.
Bezos.
Bezos. Jeff
They ain't
Bezos.
fucked up.
I said bozo
Some
there.
shit like that.
He is
I
a
know
bozo.
But he got divorced and his wife got like a couple like billion
I think
from
she,
the settlement.
I think she got half of what he was
Yeah,
worth.
half whatever his net worth was at the time.
Yo, you think that he was worried about it, or you think it was just like,
Nah.
I got it?
If I got that kind of money, man,
It's like
Nah.
a traffic ticket for
shit
him.
bounce right off, man.
Half of what you of your net worth?
Hey, you know.
No, that's his, but that's
what
why I'm
she
asking.
got.
You like, you think like it hurt him? Because I think he's gonna continue making money. Amazon is crazy.
Yeah.
It's
But
gonna take over the world.
Yeah.
That or Google, either one. It's
You
gonna
know,
be like
past them.
Terminator.
Elon Musk just passed them.
Elon Musk?
Yeah, passed
I
them
fuck
as a
with
Richard.
Elon.
Yeah, his shit it went up.
He was talking about they're gonna have like in 2-3 years they're gonna have brain implants
Mm-hmm.
that if your legs don't work, it could get your legs
Yeah,
to
I
work.
heard him talking
If you
about
can't
that.
see, it can get you to
That's
see.
that's what he's working. That's what he's trying to build
Build up
now.
Which is crazy. If Dre his shit gotten worse, he would have hit up Elon Musk because he got the money for it.
Oh, true.
Only and that's fucked up because only that shit was expensive. I think Elon Musk was like almost $1 million to even
Probably even more.
to even do that,
That shit could be. I mean, that shit happened to Dre though. Could be. It has to be like
That's
stress,
right?
a lot of shit weighing on him, and then he's a workaholic too.
He's a workaholic and never drops nothing. What the fuck? We still waiting for the detox.
That's
Because
my man in
he
the
gives all
studio.
his good beats away. That-
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's definitely.
But
for
he
sure.
had a lot of artists come through. He had Joel Ortiz, and then he never dropped nothing in Aftermath.
Can imagine the amount of shit that dude has stashed.
Wow.
Yo, one story.
Gems that he got stashed.
One story that I always laugh at is he was working with Eve. Dr. Dre had Eve, and Eve said that Dre, he's such a professionalist. He's such a like perfectionist that he locked her in the studio. Like he has that studio where it's like, and he's like, yo, until you get this verse done, you're not getting out the studio.
Wow.
And Shorty was about to break the door down. Like she was about to bust the glass. And
Should
it was
sound like R. Kelly Studios.
I'm coming out that shit. So yeah, that's crazy because
Nah, R.
Shout
Kelly
out to the
Kelly had beds in his studio. Like,
oh, I remember. Yeah.
he had
Your
beds in
DMX
it.
talked on
Yeah,
that.
DMX, so,
But yeah, man, he locked Eve in the studio. I mean, of course he's there, right? He's doing the music, but he's like, yo, you're not coming out of the booth. You know what? I should say the booth rather than studio. He locked her in the booth.
Oh, that's horrible.
He locked her in the booth, and he's like, yo, you can't come out the booth until the verse is perfect. And apparently, like, she couldn't get that shit perfect. So she was locked in there for a minute, and she was trying to bust the door down, bro. That's crazy, you know. Imagine you go to the studio, and they're like, "All right, one Carlos, I like that verse, but do it one more time." And you're like, "Nah, it's good." And then you hear, "No, nigga, do it again."
Niggas just niggas is crazy. Nah, man.
Talking about all that shit, I think it's time. You know, we're hip hop niggas. We're artists. We're MCs, producers. Let's talk about hip hop. Let's talk about our top 5.
Talk about top five great MCs.
Shit.
But I will go off. All right, Nas, right? Niggas know Nas, and just a quick quick backstory. Nas. The reason why I love Nas so much is because, first of all, he's a Queens dude. I'm a Queens dude. When I first started getting into music, that's one of the second to third people that I just stumbled on. Nobody put me on him. I just stumbled on him, and I think that made him more special for me because I'm like, why nobody told me about this guy? Yo, like he's so nasty. And then I would hear his lyrics and it's crazy. And one story in particular caught my attention, which is when he lost his best friend, which is Ill Will. Ill Will was the one who put him on to music. He put him on to like the illest beats and everything. And he was like, look, listen, don't listen to this. Listen to the whole thing. So when he died, and Nas was talking about it on the records, You know, at that moment, one of my cousins died. You know, that was in Washington Heights. My aunt found him in the steps of their building. So when I would hear Nas talk about that, not to say that I was, I'm thinking of Nas, but I was like, oh shit, like his story, he has the same shit going on in his life, and he was able to put it on wax. That's sick right there. So that's my first one. My second one, I gotta go with Eminem, man. The Great White Hope.
He's in your top.
Great White Hope. But I don't. When I say the Great White Hope, I'm just joking around and saying what Snoop Dogg said. But that's my man right there. That's something else. That's the lyrics that Nas is Nas. But when I heard M, like he was talking about some shit that I never heard of. Cause right, like we grew up a certain way. We weren't popping pills like that. We weren't doing what Eminem was saying. So to hear that,
I was though.
He was popping pills. Which ones?
A lot of ecstasy at that time.
Shit.
X isn't bad. X isn't bad. If
I
you
was
put it
popping
in, right?
ecstasy. Yeah.
The whole pill or half?
I started with half. And then
you got
it got to a
brave.
point where like, yo, I gotta feel myself even more. Let me go.
Yo, we went to New Yorican Poetry Club, and we performed some shit. And nigga, before we performed, you were like, I'm feeling myself.
I was on one. I think
You was like, yo, I'm feeling myself. No ecstasy. Or you just something like that. Yo, you just brought me back, man.
Big on it.
But so it was M just because of the wordplay and the lyricism and his different perspective of life that was completely different from mine. The next one, going down the line, shit. Motherfucking Big Pun, baby.
Big Pun, BP.
Big Pun. And, Big Pun, he's Spanish.
Big Pun.
We're all Spanish. That has a big influence in me. It made me feel like if he could do it, then I could do it.
Latinos.
If I could do it, you could do it. And that's some ill shit. Wow. He was always in the Puerto Rican Day Parade. One of my cousins, Ruben Dario, I guess he's not gonna get in trouble now, but I remember that he went to one exactly. He went to one of the Puerto Rican Day parades that Big Pun was there, and Fat Joe they was in the float. So Big Pun was like giving everybody pounds and shit, giving everybody high fives. My cousin, when he grabbed the high five, he tried to get his rollie. He tried to get the rollie off of his wrist right there. Like he was like,
At
yo,
a Pun?
A Pun, yeah.
Damn, it's a big ass wrist, right?
It must be a big ass clock. Yeah. But that's what he told me, and I'm like, yo, for real? Why would you do that to Pun? He's like, man, he's rich. He don't need it. I'm like, all right, whatever. I ain't comment. So, but anyway, Pun's music speaks for itself. His lyricism is crazy. Fat Joe, he helped him a lot. We met Cuban Link, we met Triple Seis.
Yeah.
And that's through La Conecta and Calle and them too. They came.
Yeah, a couple of shows, yeah.
To go down the list, man. Next one is up. I gotta say it's Jay-Z. Jigga. And it's funny because niggas that know me know that I used to beef a lot about Jigga because it was always Nas versus Jay-Z. I used to battle my man E right here. Me and E used to go at it for days. We used to go at it for Jay-Z and Nas and Mets and Yankees, and it was nonstop. We was always arguing.
That was always an argument right there.
It was always an argument, and but I gotta put Jay. I gotta give him his respect because he has a lot of shit, new and old. Old Jay, new Jay, like he has so much shit. Jay with Beyonce, Jay with himself, Jay with Rockefeller. So we'll leave it at that. And last but not least, man, I call this guy. I call him Soul Food because when I hear his music, I know I'm in my home. I know I'm in New York, and that's Biggie. Anywhere I'm at, if I'm fucking in fucking Santo Domingo, nigga, in the fucking campo, where the electricity's going in and out, and I hear, and I got, you don't hear Biggie over there, but I bring my own Biggie. I gotta keep it real. When I hear it, nigga, I'm in New York, bro. Like, I'm in Brooklyn. I'm in Queens.
Feel at home.
I feel at home. Anywhere I'm at, and I hear Biggie, and I hear Juicy coming on, I'm like, yeah, I feel a little, like, I'm here. Yeah, this is where I'm at. This is me. So, yo, that's my top 5, man. 90s.
To be honest, I couldn't stand Biggie.
Nah.
I couldn't listen to Biggie.
Why?
I just couldn't. I don't know that Biggie, can you use it? I couldn't. I hated that hook. I hated the
Notorious. What about that one? You probably hated that one more.
That one was worse. So
aside from the commercial shit though.
Well, the first album was I respected what he did. The first album was a masterpiece though. You know what I'm saying? But as far as artists, like I was like, yo, the whole argument, Biggie and Tupac, I had to go with Tupac. Had to go with Pac because I felt his music more. The content it just resonated more. It was more heartfelt.
Like in your soul, right?
Yeah, Biggie was more that street shit and
Party.
yeah, more. Well, the first album was a lot of street shit, selling drug shit, and then his mother saying he was on that. He was a good kid, and
You told me that, and you hurt my heart that day.
Yeah.
You said that, yo, Big, that whole shit. I didn't want
But
to
it's
say
art,
it right
you know what
now.
I mean? But it's art, right? It's just music. Damn.
Let's keep it a secret. This nigga sent me some shit. He told me like, yo, Biggie was not a hustler.
Damn.
He used to work at a supermarket.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Like, that's a theory, right? Or that's
I
what
don't know. That's what people say.
He might have dabbled.
We might have dabbled.
Might have dabbled. Everybody dabbles.
Yeah.
A little
here
bit.
and there.
We
You know,
dabbled. I
you-
dabbled, and
you know.
I had to quit because niggas waking me up at 2, 3 in the morning. I was like, I cannot do this. I'm like, how can people do this? This is not for me.
Damn.
I had to quit.
You gotta
But-
have. You gotta be in a certain mind frame.
Yeah, your mind frame gotta be right, and I'm like, yo, this is not worth it for me. But damn, Biggie.
You
Biggie
got
was dope.
Pac.
Pac.
So you got Pac.
Pac definitely. I had to put Pac over Biggie. I don't know about top 5 though.
Nah,
Top 5? We doing top
It don't
5?
gotta be a top. But name five
Yeah.
dudes that
That-
in the '90s that you say is something that you heard them all the time, and you always rocked with it. Anything they put out
Everything. So
at that time in the '90s, you know.
I had to say definitely Big L. I definitely had to put Big L there. No particular order, but Big L. I had to. Just the punches.
I forgot about Big
oof,
L.
the
That's one of my
punchlines.
top dogs right there.
Big L. Fucking. You know what I mean? Pun. Another big pun. Another big
Of course.
pun. Had to be pun. You know what I mean? First Latino. You know, and it's so crazy. When I first heard Pun, the Capital Punish. Well, actually, I bought the tape, the single. It was "You Ain't a Killer" with "Still Not a Player." With "Not a Player," I'm Not a Player. The original with the OJ, my darling, darling.
Oh, all right.
Yo, that shit blew my mind. Like, yo, this dude
that
singing
beat
on.
drop.
Yeah, he's singing. He's rapping over some OJs, like some shit that my parents used to listen to. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
How dope is
Goosebumps.
that, yo? That's some dope producing.
And then when I hit it, side B was the "You Ain't a Killer." When I was reading the lyrics, it came with lyrics back then.
Yeah, they used to have it on the album.
I'm like, this nigga graduated from freaking NYU or some shit, like Columbia,
That's
like
why-
Ivy League. Like,
That's why them album covers used to be like fucking 20 pages because
Yeah,
all the
mad
lyrics
thick.
on them.
Yo, but remember when we used to get a new album, we used to run and look at the little pamphlet, the little booklet, and see who produced everything. Sometimes they had the lyrics on there.
Yeah,
It was
so-
real interesting.
and it was so crazy. So then when I bought the album, I was like, yo, this is so crazy. That album was like a whole masterpiece. It was a story, right? Boom, with the skits, it was crazy. And I remember telling off the mental. He was in Navy. He was a super senior. I was a freshman, and I was going to school with him. And he was taking the train. I'm like, yo, Pun, this shit is crazy, but it's not gonna sell. It's too crazy. Like, it's not even commercial. No. He's like, yo, this shit is crazy. It's gonna sell. And he went double platinum and all that crazy shit. But reading the book, the first beat, Beware, and it was produced by Juju.
Wow.
Beating us, Corona.
Corona
Like,
Zone, yo. Shout out to Juju.
That's crazy. Word up. So yeah, that was Pun, of course.
Well, you told me, you just told me Method Man coming in here. You told me that you used to fuck with him
Jizza.
hard.
Nah, damn. So I'm gonna have to go with Jizza.
Word.
I love Meth. You know what I'm saying? Meth is ill, but you know what I'm
Why?
saying?
Why?
I'm gonna have to split it. As a Wu-Tang fanatic, I'm gonna have to split it. Like Jizza and Meth. Like those are my favorite out of the Wu. But Jizza's album, like the Liquid Swords, he was a genius. He's a genius.
That album, honestly, between that album and Raekwon's album,
Oof. Yeah.
those two are probably the top Wu-Tang like solo albums.
Yeah.
The Liquid Swords album.
Iron Man was
and-
dope too. Iron Man was dope.
Yeah.
Iron Man was
Shit is
dope.
crazy. All them fucking albums back then when they first came out.
Yeah.
Shit's-
Yeah, but the Jizza album was different.
Solo
But
albums.
we'll leave Wu-Tang when we talk about groups.
Right, yeah. That's a whole.
So
that's
Jizza, I'm gonna have to go with Jizza. But the movements and performance shit was all Meth though. Like his energy, Meth. You know what I'm saying? But Meth is nasty. He's killing it today. You know what I mean? Like right
Yeah,
now,
he
like,
is
he'll
nasty.
get on the
That is
track,
nasty.
he'll body that shit. But you know what I'm saying? So it has 3. Damn, this shit's hard, bro.
4, you on 4 because
That's
you had
4.
2
You got
niggas.
one
Yeah.
more, kid.
No, I split. I had 3 with them 2. Jizza / Method Man. That counts at 1. They from the same group.
Combination.
Right? Combo.
I got
Rally
you.
combo. Coogee Rap, Corona native.
Oh shit.
Corona Queens. And that's where Pun got his style from. Like you know what I mean? He kissed when Pun met Coogee Rap, he kneeled and kissed freaking Coogee Rap's ring.
You
Or some
serious?
shit. Yeah.
That's some respect.
He
shit.
got his style. He took his style and elevated it to another level. Because
Yeah.
if you think about it, G-Rap was the first kind of like gangster rapper. You know what I mean? Like in stories, he would tell that story shit in his raps.
I mean, he came out before NWA.
Yeah, so
Talking about like 86 when G-Rap came out.
and then his verses in the 90s.
687.
Oh my god, yo, the fucking his verses, the way he was spitting and shit, he was just on some other shit. And then Pun took that and took it to another planet. You know what I mean? So
Elevated that shit.
Talking about Pun. Didn't you do a song with Pun's
Chris Rivers,
with
yeah,
Pun's son?
Masterpiece, yeah.
That shit was a dope song, bro.
Yeah, man,
That's
that
a
was
dope
a
song.
dope joint. You know what I mean? That's when he was starting to come out. That was like 2000 and I want to say shit, a long time ago.
We gotta upload that on the page. so
We have to
people
put,
can see
I'm gonna
it.
put that up. I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna edit
See
it.
it.
I'm gonna
Yo,
put that
did you
up.
know that he was nasty going into it, or you?
Of course, because he was Pun's son. Like, yo.
Nah, and even I mean, aside from that, like shit that he's done on his own though, he's nice.
But
He's
before
nice.
even hearing anything, you know what I'm saying? Like the first time I heard him, I'm like, yo, you could tell that's his, you know what I mean? That's his son, like his Pun's son. But he got his own style now, his own flow. He's changed, you know, with the times.
I know he's into dragons a lot, right?
Yeah,
Into
yeah,
dragons, his
smart
old shit.
kid, yeah, smart kid, humble dude, man. But yeah, that track is dope. I'm gonna upload it so y'all can hear it. You know, I'm gonna upload it on the page.
Shit is hard, man.
Damn. So one more.
One more, baby, one more.
Yeah, it's too many,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Honestly, I had to Google it
Not
because
your usual suspects. Aside from Pun, you know, at least in our circles, you know that you got.
Who's that?
I'm saying the people you bringing up, like in our circle, you got Pac, right? You got Pac,
Big Pun.
Big L,
Big
L.
L, Pun.
Method Man.
No, Jizza / Meth. You got
One more.
Pun.
Pun.
Coogee
G-Rap.
Rap,
What you
Coogee
got
Rap.
right now. Oh,
Good shit
G-Rap.
was-
G-Rap.
G-Rap.
Yeah.
G-Rap,
You
man.
got one more right there.
And one more, I'm gonna have
Shit,
to take
man.
it.
Last but not least.
Hometown, right? Shit. That affected me though. Like,
Yeah,
damn.
niggas that inspired you, you know, that you hear them, you know, they fucking blew your mind.
Shit.
I could riddle my shit like nothing.
I'm gonna have to go with Tego Calderon, okay?
Oh
Diablo,
shit.
whoa.
And La Vallarde.
I'm gonna have to go with Tego Calderon.
Yeah,
Yo,
Tego's nasty.
he, you know what I mean? Like, he definitely influenced me and inspired me,
Mm-hmm.
even with the Spanish shit. And you listen to his album, the first de La Vallarde, yo, he's spitting some shit. He gets political. He gets nasty with it. He gets nasty with the bitches.
You got
Yeah, that shit
punchlines.
was
He got
all that.
punchlines. You know what I mean? he was like a Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he would make fun of el feo, negro feo, que tira peo. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. He would say some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, but you know what I mean? I would have to go with that, man.
That's kind of cool. That's
You know what I'm
kinda cool.
saying?
Through Spanish rap.
That's
in
hip hop
there.
because he came up on that hip hop shit
Knocked me off
in
my
the,
chair.
in the early 90s. So he started in the early 90s, you know what I'm saying, and trying to get on, and then he blew up, you know, closer to the 2000s. But he was trying to get on and straight hip hop though.
I love your
Yeah.
top 5, man. How about you, E?
I mean, my shit's. I mean, as of course, like all y'all, y'all got Pun. I got Pun. Pun is without a doubt. I mean, and my top. Not gonna say my top 5, but these 5 is because not because of the commercial shit they put out. Is if you listen to their albums, you listen to the shit that wasn't commercialized and wasn't televised and promoted. Those are the things that fucking grab me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the shit that you hear every day is catchy and is dope. But when you hear the other shit that you don't hear every day, that's the shit that'll fucking really like blow your mind. And like that Pun album, man, from start to finish, is one of the craziest albums I ever fucking heard in my. That's definitely one of the top fucking albums ever.
Yo, one
Even
time.
with skits and all that shit.
There was one time. Yo, it was years after the whole Pun album dropped and everything. Only like 2005 or some shit. And we chilling, when we smoking about, we finished smoking, and you dropped me off in the crib. And you just sat in the car and you called me and you like, yo.
After I dropped you off.
Yeah, after you dropped me off, you called me
you
like,
remember?
yo, have you
No,
you gotta
yeah,
listen to
I'll
this
never
Pun
forget that
shit.
shit.
Beware, this nigga is crazy.
I left them with like a 15-minute voicemail.
A voicemail.
And I just kept playing it back. And I kept pausing. I'm like, yo. And I kept repeating like rhymes that the nigga said.
Yo.
And the just the like the layers of fucking rhymes and the words that he was actually putting on top of each other and how they complemented each other. I was just so fucking zoned out. That shit just fucking. I had to keep playing it back, like just dissecting every fucking word, every line that he was saying.
That Gargamel shit.
And
got
as
you
I'm
crazy.
visualizing what he's saying, that shit was just fucking blowing my head off. Like,
Niggas is Gargamels. Niggas is hard as hell. Picking on the smallest victim gives them hard to kill. Some shit. You kept repeating that shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga's mad high right now.
so definitely Pun.
All right, that's number
I
one.
mean, Nas.
All right.
I mean, Nas's album from, Illmatic, Stillmatic, not Stillmatic, Illmatic, what was the second one? The second album.
It was written.
It was written. It was another fucking classic album from start to
Yeah,
finish.
no, that's for sure.
That's another album that you fucking listen to all the way through. You can't fucking, and I'm talking about, aside from If I Rule the World, all the mother shits on that shit. He won a Grammy on that one, too. On the Gun song.
He didn't win a Grammy.
He didn't win a Grammy?
He never won a Grammy, but he's been
he
nominated.
got nominated
He's
for
been
a Grammy
nominated
on that.
mad
On that song.
times.
Well, that was a real creative song.
That
Like, he-
song. just
Ooh, I
listen
Gave
to
You
that.
Power.
Yeah.
One of the best in hip hop history, I think.
That shit, man. Nas, I mean, Jay-Z. Jay-Z from Reasonable Doubt. Fucking, even Hard Knock, even though Volume 1 wasn't as good as Volume 2. Volume 2 to me is another one of my top albums ever.
Volume 2.
Reasonable Doubt and Volume 2.
Volume 1, he was trying to do the whole shiny shoot shit.
He was trying to go more on that like
P. Diddy shit, right?
like that Diddy type
Biggie
shit.
yeah.
And he retracted himself more. And even though Volume 2 was very commercial, it wasn't very commercial, but it had more shit that like stuck. That was more like him.
Yeah.
That's more his style.
That's
That
when
nigga-
Hard Knock of Life.
Hard Knock Life Volume 2.
The
that's
song
what-
with the
song,
Annie,
yeah,
with
yeah.
Annie's. Yeah, it was hard.
And that's the only song that when I hear it that I skip it because I'm like you've heard that shit so many times on TV, like you've seen the videos so
Yeah,
many
you're
times. And
tired
that shit
of
used
it.
to play all
But
the
that
time.
shit catapulted him to the next level.
Yeah.
That song, yeah.
I mean, you got that. You got Jay-Z, DMX, man.
Of course.
DMX.
Wow.
Hands down.
You throwing DMX into your top
I'm
5?
surprised you ain't saying.
DMX.
This is the thing. DMX only had 2 or 3 fire albums.
90s, bro.
Huh?
That's in the 90s. 98. His first 2 albums was 98.
So you're right. Yeah. Yeah. So you know what? Say no more.
I
You
stand
fucking
corrected.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
I don't think he dropped the album in 99. The third album was 2000. The third album, and then there was X. I think that was in 2000 that
I
dropped.
remember
Might have been
all this
99, 2000. No, actually it was 99 because he dropped it the following December. These niggas was dropping albums in December, like Christmas time, 'cause they know. That's
Yeah, niggas gonna buy it.
Niggas is just Best Buy and Target, like
Yeah.
buying shit. They're like, oh, just snatch an album for a gift real quick.
Word.
But, that's marketing right
That's
there.
marketed.
But, nigga, that DMX, the way that his music just grabbed me. And shit, who the fuck is my fifth?
But E, talking about DMX, I always say the same thing, and I want to know if you agree with me. If DMX died after like the second album, you think he would have been like Biggie or Pac? Is
As
looked at?
big as you,
Yeah.
at that time, that motherfucker was the biggest fucking artist at that time.
That's what I'm saying. Like if he would have died after his second album, I don't want him
Even
to
after
die.
his third,
Don't die, my
After
nigga.
his third album, he would have been big.
He would have been fucking. There would have been murals all over the place
Hell yeah.
because his shit was so hard.
Nah, he was huge, man.
He was.
He was
yo.
huge. Yo, who the fuck is? Yo, hold up, because I wrote that shit down. Because I'm like, yo, I'm gonna forget this shit.
Damn, I should have wrote my
No,
shit
but
down.
yo, the third. I mean, that's
The last. You're on to
you
your
know,
fifth one, brother.
I got it right here. Who?
Right?
Same one you said. Now it hit me. Biggie.
Biggie. Oh, yeah,
I mean,
you're a Biggie. You're a
I used
Biggie. You put me on to like the
I used to listen
other
to
Biggie shit.
that first album, front to back. Same thing with
I couldn't.
Death.
I couldn't get into Biggie, man.
Nah,
I'm sorry, yo.
I was
We
I
hate
used
you.
to analyze that shit, man.
I mean,
Heavy.
I liked him, but as far as like compared to everybody else, like I couldn't listen. I didn't listen. I could listen to him and then get the same results, like the same goosebumps that I would listen to like a Pun or a Jizz album or I don't know. It just didn't. I don't know. I thought it was simple. I think he was clever, but it was just too, like simple to me. At the same time, it was like I was like, why everybody love this guy?
So
like, you know what? I don't understand. Like I couldn't understand it. Like, you know what I mean? There was other dudes that could have. I felt like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why a lot of people from the Wu was getting at him.
Mm-hmm.
Wu was,
but I can feel the fuck. See, but I can
I
feel.
was looking at Riz. Riz got me laughing, bro.
I can feel the You see now, if we start talking about albums,
yeah,
that's gonna misplace other shit.
Yeah, nah, y'all going too deep, yo.
Cause that shit'll go another level.
Yeah.
Right there.
So I think that
some niggas' albums that I favor aren't even in those 5 that I just mentioned.
it was tricky. I wanted to put Jadakiss. I wanted to put Styles
top
P. Because they're hard as shit
But
too.
that's your top 5.
It was a lot I had to juggle.
Yeah, it's your top 5. What influenced you? What motivated you? What gave you goosebumps listening to? What you resonated?
Yeah,
with,
man, all those guys.
I would listen to certain songs, nigga. A tear would come out, nigga, like crazy.
I've had goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
Right? You're like, oh shit.
And my pops almost, this is so crazy. My pops almost died and shit. He overdosed. He fucking had blood,
Wait,
alcohol poisoning.
who we talking
My
about?
pops.
What?
One night, the nigga drank a whole fucking gallon to the face, and was twisted, and he passed out. We couldn't wake him up. Had to call the ambulance and everything. I was like 9 years old, 9, 10. And I put on a fucking song, man. I put on a Gravedigger song, Wu-Tang Affiliates and shit. RZA was in that group. And there was a song, The Night the Earth Cried or some shit. It was The Night the Earth Cried. Yo, that song right there, that shit got me through that situation because I'm like, yo, I'm gonna lose my pops right now. This is crazy.
Wow, bro.
And that to resuscitate him and pump him all that liquor off of.
See how these dudes be on stage and shit, like
Yeah.
they'll guzzle like a whole bottle
Yeah.
of some hard shit.
Yeah.
Like Game will do that shit, like a whole bottle of Henny and shit.
We
Yeah, DMX, I seen him do that shit too.
Guzzle that whole shit. Like, yo,
That
Yo,
shit
not
could be
for
water though. That shit could be front. Like,
yeah, they might. Yeah, who knows? They might have fucking.
cause
they
who
might
the
have
hell's gonna
flipped it.
perform after drinking a whole gallon of fucking?
We know from first experience, you cannot get up there fucked up and perform. You're gonna forget your lyrics. You're gonna forget the hook. You're gonna forget who's on.
Tell you
there.
what, you only see that. You don't see the after.
Yeah,
you see the
that's
video.
true.
You see.
That's true.
You don't see
That's one
what
thing.
happened after.
We learned the hard way. But yo, that right there is our top 5, yo.
Top 5, man.
That's our shit, man.
So yeah, you know what I mean.
Yo, what about? I mean, think about. You see how we got our top 5, and niggas don't show that kind of homage. Like nowadays, like a nigga like Young Thug coming out and saying that he got, if not more, what he say? No, if he got not as, if Jay-Z doesn't even got as many hits to perform.
That's crazy.
As he does.
Either I was bugging out when I saw that interview.
That shit.
He went on Gilly the Kid's podcast.
Yo,
and
that
said
nigga's
shit.
face was hilarious. Gilly the Kid, like
Gilly the Kid, yeah. Cause
he gave him a look. That nigga had to retract what he just said.
He was like, but he got a lot. Like he was just trying to tell, like, nigga, he got a lot, like way more than you, dude. Like, why would you say some shit like that?
But you think about it right now, like if they both had a concert, who's gonna sell out more? Like who's gonna? Damn, you know Jay-Z's gonna sell out.
I still think Jay-Z will sell out.
But he
can
can
go to the shows. Damn, Young Thug has a nice following.
He has a
too.
big following
for the new era. That he kind of invented that whole. Well, he took shit from Lil Wayne.
He
right?
invented shit. That nigga's trash, man.
He invented.
Oh,
He
shit.
invented
That,
trash
man.
rap.
Yeah, that should be
Good,
your
that's a
shit.
good
Mumble
name.
rap,
That nigga's
man.
trash. You should
Mumble rap, man.
Now that trash rap. Let's call
That's
it
the
trash
trash
rap.
rap.
He
So,
invented
yeah,
trash
fuck it.
rap.
Well,
Trash
but
But
he,
some people will be like, yo, if you listen to what he's saying, yo, I was tight somebody said they compared. They're like, yo, he's the new ODB. He's this new generation's ODB. I was like, what?
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
Hell no. Hell no. But I kind of understand where they were going with it. Because, you know what I mean? Like, ODB had like that drunken style, but he was saying some shit. I don't know. I can't even understand what this dude is saying.
Yeah, you literally cannot understand nothing.
You gotta break it down. Like, you gotta be on drug, like lean or some shit.
During the interview, it sounded like he was rapping while he was talking. He was trying to like spit knowledge, but you know when you try to spit knowledge real quick, it's not really knowledge. It's like, yeah, man, the light bulb shine on me and I'm shining. You know, like that's not real. It's not real shit. Like, stop it.
And look, we MCs and we criticizing this nigga, but who gives a fuck? It should come back to us because nigga, it is what it is, bro.
He retracted his shit. He retracted his
What
shit.
it is. All right.
He fixed it all up. He retracted. He's like, nah,
Oh,
you know
come
what?
on, man. You gotta-
Jay-Z probably got it.
Nigga,
And he's
you-
like, when I was talking about Jay-Z, I didn't mean Jay-Z exactly. I was talking fast. He's what he said on Twitter.
Oh, he was talking fast.
He was talking fast. That's what he said on Twitter. He tried to clean it up. Because
Wow.
everybody went at him, bro.
Yeah, you gotta think you on drugs saying some shit like that, bro.
Yeah, he's wilding.
Like-
And a few weeks before that, he went on T.I.'s podcast. He said some shit. He was talking about Andre 3000. He said
Yeah,
that
nobody in Atlanta, son, don't fuck with him or don't.
he was
listen
like,
to
yo,
him.
I don't fuck with him. He was just basically like, nah, I don't want to fuck with that guy. And T.I.'s like, what are you talking about? He's one of us. He's a hip hop head. He's
From
one of us.
Atlanta too. Yeah.
He's like, why wouldn't you fuck with him? He's like, nah, I never liked his shit. I never checked for his shit.
Meanwhile, you see how this nigga dresses. And, you know, Andre 3000 dresses wild. You know, crazy.
Yeah, he kind of took his
style
shit,
was
right?
wild, right?
Yeah.
And look how this nigga dressing. This nigga was wearing a fucking
A dress.
what do you call
He's
that?
the dress guy.
But what you call it? Nah, yeah, he's
kilt?
dress
He's the
guy.
dress
Kilt?
guy.
A kilt or a kirtle or
The kilt, the shit from Scotland.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You getting that style from a dude like that, from Andre 3000, where he was doing shit, you know, taking it to a different level, being crazy about it, you know, make people say, whoa, what the fuck you doing?
Yo.
My man,
The
this
shock
motherfucker's
value
coming out
he was talking
with
about
nails.
last
Like,
time.
I seen this dude with full nails on his fuck, you know, like a bitch.
But now that everybody's doing that now.
Nigga, that shit,
Nigga,
man. If you
nigga.
doing that shit, nigga, you better stop. 'Cause that
Look
shit,
at Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny.
Oh, Bad Bunny, yeah. But that's how his whole career catapulted off of that.
He's the biggest played artist on Spotify. 2020. He was
Bad
the big,
Bunny?
Bad Bunny.
I fuck with Bad
I
Bunny.
fuck with Bad Bunny,
I fuck
but
with
He got
Bad Bunny.
neon.
I ain't
green
with that
nails.
all that crazy shit either, though. But his, you know, he got dope shit. He got dope music. This nigga, on the other hand, he ain't got no.
Yo,
dope
you
shit.
can't say he don't got good music
You can't
because
say
a
that.
lot of people, the numbers don't lie.
Crazy
Yo,
world,
but I
man.
wanted to talk to y'all about what happened when he met Lil Wayne for the first time. It was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
interesting to hear the story, right? First time he met Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne didn't even want to shake his hand. He didn't even want to shake his hand.
Because even Lil Wayne's a MC, you know?
And yo, you know who he did? He got Wayne's name tattooed on him.
That's gay. But yo, what? But Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne felt like yo, he was taking his place.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
he was on the little Birdman.
Birdman was probably amping, making him feel that way. Since
Yeah,
Lil Wayne
he got
was already,
jealous because
was
he
already
was kissing him in front of Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne ain't feeling that.
Oh,
Now
man.
you-
Now we getting into some other shit.
I remember I seen those kisses a few times.
Oh, man.
They're not pretty.
Novella kisses too, right?
So the first time he met him, he didn't shake his hand. The second time he met him, he gave him a dab, but it was like a bullshit dab, like, you know, get out of my
Oh,
way
yeah.
type of shit. And that was their relationship,
them
man.
off.
He
That nigga
has
wanted-
no
he
respect
He
for Young
wanted to do a
Thug.
versus with Lil Wayne.
He called him
Nah.
out, right? He called him
That
out.
nigga's out of his mind. Lil Wayne's another nigga
Lil
that
Wayne.
nasty, you know. A lot of
Just
people,
one
a lot of-
mixtape, right? It will kill Young Thug shit, Lil Wayne shit.
See, Lil Wayne's a nigga like when that like in the mid 2000s, like when he started dropping them Carters, but not even the albums, the mixtapes he was doing was crazy. I remember them shits. I used to zone the fuck out to them fucking tracks.
Yeah.
His bounce, like his ride, like his flow and his words, his wordplay was crazy. He was on some other shit.
You were
This
into
nigga
Wayne.
wanted to do a verse.
Yeah, nah, you can't.
He ain't on that level. Some of these people trying to challenge the wrong motherfucker. Like, nah, man.
So who would be a good versus for Wayne? E?
For Wayne,
Yeah, right.
probably
That's tough.
like a T.I.
Yeah, I see that happening.
Like a T.I.,
That's nice. That's a nice.
You know,
But I feel like Wayne is gonna win it regardless.
Yeah,
When
I-
you say that,
I think out of all
somebody
of-
that could
I
battle
think
him.
in the South, Wayne to me is the dopest lyricist
Yeah.
in the South. I mean, yeah.
Over
I mean,
Andre 3000? Over
no,
Scarface?
but that's another. I mean, I think Andre 3000 is outside of Outkast. Yeah, he has a lot of. The Outkast has shit.
Ludacris too. Ludacris is lyrical
Ludacris,
like a
I think
motherfucker.
Ludacris too.
Ludacris
is
sound like
another
a
nigga.
New York. Like he from fucking.
Ludacris is another
He
good
from
one.
East
He
Coast.
go up against Lil Wayne. That'll be a dope ass
Ludacris
head
and
to head
Lil-
right there.
Yeah,
Track for
Ludacris.
track,
It could happen.
track for track right there.
Wow.
But yeah, man, that shit is that's
Track for track. Damn, that's hard though.
I used to cop. I remember when we was at IMAX, and every time we used to get paid, I used to go to fucking, was it Target that was right there? It was a Target. Yeah, it was Target.
It was a Target. Yeah.
I used to go to Target and buy 2 albums every week because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna build up my album collection. I'm gonna pick an artist and I'm gonna buy every one of their albums. So I used to go there and buy 2 albums.
You're supporting, man.
No, yeah, because I wanted to have the official album. not
So
the
you
bootleg.
never went with us to the check cashing places that got the bootlegs?
Yeah, hell yeah. I used to get the mixtape. That's what we used to get the
The
mixtapes. and shit.
mixtapes. You know what I'm
The
saying?
mixtapes,
Damn, you used to get the real. You used to go.
But
get
I wanted
the,
to have
the
I
real
wanted to have
shit.
the collection.
Wow.
I remember I had the Ludacris albums up to the Red Light District. I think was the last one that I bought, which I think that might have been after IMAX. But I remember having that. Like Ludacris, his album was dope.
Yeah.
Like his first, I think 4 or 5 albums was ill.
You know what's little Ludacris? A little Ludacris or a lot Ludacris?
Tell me, please. Tell me.
Yo, what's up with the Weeknd's face? What the fuck?
Yo.
What the fuck? Yo, what was that?
Mike Jack in
Yeah.
the making, yo.
So I figured it out. So what
that
he's
real?
doing is it's prosthetics.
Oh, it's not real?
It's not real. So what he's doing, he's bringing awareness to drunk driving.
Oh.
So you see him like accepting
Well, no,
awards
he
and
did
shit.
that in the award where he had his face wrapped
He had
up.
bandages.
But that was
So-
that was like a couple months ago.
So then he's doing 2 things. Like he had another hit. I wrote it down over here. Blinding Lights, where he had a whole, like his face was fucking huge. You seen that shit? So he was just giving awareness to fucking excessive surgeries and shit. So he's on some shit. He's trying to
That's
like
point. That's a
enlighten
nice
the crowd.
point.
He's trying to like let people know like
Yeah,
I
chill the
think-
fuck out.
Was he dating Ariana Grande or some shit?
I think at some point.
Yeah, he had some little
and
PYT
she-
there.
And she kind of broke his heart. He went crazy after that.
That's great for his music because his music is all about that.
Yeah.
Anytime you get your heart broken, you make the craziest music. Honestly, if you're an R&B
Yo,
singer,
when I saw that face, son, I was
that's a
like,
little
yo,
beast, right?
This nigga really did this? Is this real? Like this nigga.
I thought it was real. I thought
I
he
thought
got
it was
into a
real
car
too.
He's
accident.
turning
No,
the page.
I thought he just got
He's
into
turning
like
the
some
page.
surgical accident. Like he just like, yo, like, fix everything. You know how people get addicted to tattoos and surgery?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to. You seen the cat lady online? There was a cat lady. She wanted to be a cat or some shit.
She kept doing tattoos and shit.
Nah, just tattoos and then face
Yeah, it started like
modification and shit.
the
Put
face started, it
whiskers.
started looking like an actual cat's face, like the cheeks, you know,
Yeah, man.
looking crazy.
Oh man, but that was disturbing.
Yo, when I saw that shit, I was like, yo.
But yeah, it was for.
that shit
Apparently,
like
it's for
clay.
something positive. I like that. You know, drunk driving.
I
you know,
hope
niggas
it
be
is that, cause damn,
loose off the goose.
that shit look mad real for a quick glance. Oh, yo, what's this nigga doing?
Yo,
God damn, man.
My niggas, and we have to talk about
Yeah, before we wrap it up, we gotta pay homage
Yo,
to
pay
MF
respects,
Doom.
yeah.
pay respect to MF Doom, man.
talk about it, Juan Carlos.
MF Doom, yo.
That's
Underground masterpiece, like painter, bro. Like he was an artist. He was an author. You know what I'm saying? He started early, like 91, 92. He had he was in a group, KMD with his brother and another MC. And then they were working on an album. And his brother died, speaking of drunk driving or whatever, but he got hit by a car.
Wow.
And he passed away. And from like 93 to 97, MF Doom, he didn't even have that name. He had another name. But he stopped rapping. He just disappeared. And then he was into the whole comic book shit. Dr. Doom, that's when he got the name MF Doom. And then
I thought that
the
was
movie
cool.
300, what year that came out? Damn, 300.
I don't know.
It was a
Wait, he did something for
Sparta.
that?
Nah, that's what he got the. I don't know if it was the movie 300, but there was one of the Sparta. I don't know what.
The Mask.
The Mask.
I don't think that didn't come out that
early,
long
right?
ago. Yeah, because even the special effects.
It was a movie.
Crazy.
Well, they had a prop. So one of his boys.
But yeah, they do wear like it does look.
Yeah, they
similar.
did have
Yeah,
something
so
like
they
that
had
in
a prop,
300.
and then he
Yeah.
took it, and then his man's they fouled it up, and they tweaked it. And
Some Tony Stark shit in the cave.
Yeah, so he started doing that, and they asked him why the mask, and he said that he didn't want his music. He wanted the fans to listen to the words in the music. They didn't want to judge him. He didn't want the ladies to be like, oh, he's sexy or he's ugly, and he didn't want the dudes to size him up because he's rapping. He wanted people to pay attention to the art.
That's
So-
sick. That's sick. That's
Yeah,
dope,
man.
man.
That's a dope idea because artists, you know what I mean? A lot of rappers, you know, they feel like they don't want to be in the limelight like that, but they want people to hear them.
He sort of did like a Ghostface type thing that when Ghostface, you know, when
Started,
Wu first
yeah,
came out,
yeah.
nobody knew Ghostface. You know, nobody would see Ghostface face in the
Yeah.
videos. And none of
Well,
that.
talking about Ghostface, he produced for Ghostface and for Master Killer, so he was always around Wu-Tang.
Yeah, he
You
was
know.
supposed to drop on a album with Ghostface, or a joint album. Man, hopefully that shit still comes out, man. It was supposed to come out in 2016.
yeah.
But yo, shout out to Paranormal, Porf, Simon.
Big fans.
Big fans of MF Doom, and
But when I hear Paranormal Rhyme, I kind of hear Emma, you
you
know.
see an influence.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
that.
I see it. Shout out to him too, cause Paranormal's nasty too, man.
Word up. Yeah, so yeah, MF Doom, man. He was so secretive for his identity that he passed in Halloween on Halloween 31st.
That's crazy though, right?
October.
You wearing a mask and you die on Halloween. Nobody
wild,
knows.
man.
That's some crazy. I didn't even think
That
about
is crazy, bro.
I didn't even think about that. That's nuts.
That's
and then
wild.
they kept it from the public until New Year's, so 2 months.
That's kind
Remember-
of strange.
He kept
Come
it
on.
for 2 months, and then his wife, on a post, on an IG post, she said it. Whatever. She wrote
Some
him
wild shit,
a
man.
letter.
But yeah, I think it's because she kept it to herself because it's something crazy that happened to him,
Nah, probably
right? Because if it was something normal, she probably would have said it right away.
just private, they were
I mean,
probably
he wasn't
private.
too much in the limelight either. He wasn't
Yeah,
a big person that was out there, like, you know.
It was so crazy that he would perform. He would have performances, but have other people perform with a mask on. It wasn't even him.
that's crazy.
That's crazy. He would send people.
That's
out
kind of
there.
cool.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes he'll be in the crowd watching this shit like a fan. Crazy.
Yo, what
Yeah.
the
Like
fuck?
Banksy, the painter.
Banksy, the painter. He would
On
do
the low
something.
right there.
But
Everybody
yeah.
looking at his art. He's in the crowd and shit.
So the Mad Villain. That's the album. He had previous albums and shit. Doomsday was his first album. He came out as MF Doom, but the Mad Villain kind of like opened up the floodgates. Like everybody in the underground knew who he was. Like it stamped him in the underground. You know, even the record labels. Everybody knew about him and shit. Like
He was well respected.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go. Toast MS Doom, man.
My shit's
Let's
empty,
do it.
but yo, I'll
Yo,
give
what's
it
your shit?
Yo, you
I
drank
gotta get another drink from the fridge. We get that after we wrap this baby
Yo,
up.
on that
man.
note, man.
Yo, beautiful.
Let's wrap it up, baby.
Wrap it up, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Damn.
It's 2021.
2021. What a start, right?
We're gonna keep doing this to 2,000, 3,000. Year 3,000. Why not? You know?
Yeah, man.
Let's
Shit.
do it.
Yo, and the fuck? Y'all waiting for my fucking stimmy, yo.
Yo,
I'm the only one ain't got it yet? Damn, waiting for that shit.
got us.
And if you got it, enjoy it, man.
Blood's thicker than water, it's time to reunite the family and make history once more. This is the dynasty. We're trying to be the ones you want to see on your radio top spot, playing every week. We, New York representatives, creating medicine for your residents to hear a taste of excellence. Never a quitter, here to be a winner in this game. Things change, but now my goals, they're gonna remain. I see the grave in my dreams, but it's up to me to build a reality that goes in between. Happiness, health, and wealth is all every man looks for to survive in this cold world, yo. You gotta be strapped for war, cause the end is near. My niggas was born crazy, they never learned fear. Who you are is who you run with. And my gun spits at whoever buck with my
Niggas better move quick if you're not with the movement. Get in tune with the music. And the truth is that many try to reproduce it. Never that, the Advocate's blueprint. Move quick if you're not with the movement. get in tune with the music. And the truth is that many try to reproduce it. Never that, the Advocate's blueprint.
Maturation of an MC all in your grill. Started off in the jungle, picked the corner still. Put the pieces to the puzzle and evolved for real. Had a vision overnight, so we started to build a movement from the ground up. Truth is, I knew shit, keep ya riled up. We moved in and took over, bumping loud what? If blood is thicker than water, then this is how it's done. Watch a crew full of generals, unite as one. What we do is unforgettable, we light them up. Each and every time, why? They ain't nice enough. When we make love to the street, they like it rough. I can never stay awake, this shit is calling me. And I can never disrespect the camaraderie. Cause honestly, my dogs and me are rockin' beat and represent the street. SOG, SNE, now that's who it be.
Niggas better move quick if you're not with the movement. Get in tune with the music. And the truth is that many try to reproduce it. Never that, the Advocate's blueprint. Move quick if you're not with the movement. Get in tune with the music. And the truth is that many try to reproduce it. Never that, the Advocate's blueprint.
Got my blood brothers. And if it's time for you to go, I swear to God, I get the motherfucker who put you under. For this thing here, we grinding gears. All for one for all, like musketeers. These other niggas can't hold on. Jealous of our strong bond, hating how we form like Voltron. We cause damage to those rambling. There's no panic button when we come in, one option vanish. The main attraction, heads up, the gang. Loyalty runs deep in our veins. Coinciding with too many years of pain. Saltiness scrolls down our face, and the taste is bittersweet. When we go to battle, we ain't 80 deep, but we gain respect, cause we crazy G. Never get caught up with negative auras. Don't look for outsiders, blood's thicker than water.
Niggas better move quick if you're not with the movement. Get in tune with the music. And the truth is that many try to reproduce it. Never that, the Advocate's blueprint. Move quick if you're not with the movement. Get in tune with the music. And the truth is that many try to reproduce it. Never that, the Advocate's blueprint.